I have to apologize for my first video. I said I was going to post the stats at the end of the video, and I forgot to, so here they are. As you can see, day 1, our hunt was a slight loss, 21 pack. So, the start of day 2, we're starting just a little bit under the 250 ped that we started with, but it started off similar. We are still in Monria. We did the daily mission, the daily hunt. This time it went significantly better, and we made a profit off of that. I'll show the stats at the end. But after hunting in Monria, I flew over to Rocktropia. Rocktropia is one of my favorite planets for free-to-play activities. The oil rigs are great for picking up oil there. They're normally not too crowded. The spawn rate is decently quick, and the oil really adds up. A few good runs and you can find yourself with a ped of oil without too much effort. Other great things to do in Rocktropia: the hunting. There's some low-level mobs that correspond to a daily quest similar to this one. But for now, what I'm going to be focusing on is picking up the oil, and then there's sweating. Rocktropia has some of the best AFK sweating mobs in the game with the haters. There's 300 sweat on them, and they hit like a wet noodle, so you can AFK sweat them without any risk of dying, and you can find one of those mobs and go AFK for an hour. Great when you have to do other activities around the house, and so that's a great way to pick up some sweat. But the main reason I'm heading over to Rocktropia is for trading. Again, that's how I want the majority of this challenge to go, is with trading. And so I'm heading over to Rocktropia first to try and pick up some cheap supplies that I can then take and sell for a profit. Rocktropia has a great dedicated player base that does a lot of hunting, a lot of mining, but there isn't a lot of market movement on Rocktropia. The auction house is fairly slow from what I've seen, and there isn't a lot of movement on the trade chat. So it leaves a great opportunity to pick up a few items below markup that can then be flipped to make a little bit of a profit. Some of the items of note are alternative ingot and android gears. These are both used to make the D-class mining amp, and they sell very quickly. But the one that I want to focus on is sweat. There's a lot of sweaters on Rocktropia. The haters are some of the best mobs to sweat, and so there's a lot of sweat in Rocktropia and not a lot of people buying sweat, which means that you can pick it up for a bit below what it commonly goes for. So what I'm doing here is I've found a deal to pick up some sweat at 1.25 ped per K. So I found a couple of these deals actually, ended up getting 46k sweat at 1.25 each. So this I'll try and take back to Calypso or one of the other planets and see if I can flip it to make a profit. So here is the summary for the day. The hunting mission, we were up a little over 2 ped. The fuel to get to Rocktropia plus the space thruster is 66 pec, and then we picked up some oil and bought some sweat. So here's hoping we can flip it. Thanks, and we'll talk to you later.